What's up with my good people? I'm not going to keep y'all long on this one. Listen, first and foremost, peace, love, and respect to you and yours. I hope everybody is out there doing good physically, mentally, spiritually, and financially. And if you're not, listen. If you need somebody that will actually listen to you, I'm talking about listen. I'm not talking about listen to respond. To listen to try to tell you what you went wrong at. To listen to interrupt you when you're trying to express yourself. No. That's not what I'm saying. If you need somebody to listen, to understand you, this is the channel right here. This that channel. This that channel. That's what I created this channel for. If you want somebody to listen, to understand you, not to try to counsel you. A lot of people try to counsel people when they're trying to express themselves. You got a counselor over here. You don't even know what I've been through. You're not even letting me express myself. What you're doing is you listening to respond, not listening to understand, right? But this is that channel. I'm going to listen to understand where you're coming from. I want to feel where you're coming from because you probably been through some of the same things that I've been through. Your story can help somebody else that's going through something. Somebody else that's going through some type of trauma. Trust me, your story can help them out, right? And I also want to say, when you having encounters throughout the day, right? You always got to know you woke up being blessed, or you wouldn't have woke up at all. You didn't have to wake up today. You woke up being blessed. So when you wake up and you see that as a blessing, when you walk out your door, that allows you to bless somebody else with whatever you can bless them with. You might not think it's much, but they won't forget that because they wasn't getting that blessing from nobody else, right? And when you're encountering these people, understand that you never know what somebody is going through. Some of us is dealing with PTSD. Some people being a victim of domestic violence. Some people being the victim of wrongful convictions, right? Some people done lost a child. Some people done got shot. Some people being the victim of police brutality. Don't never think that you know what an individual was going through, because they could probably be going through more than you really think. It's some type of trauma that they can be going through. Just because they smile, right? They're strong enough to hold it in. Some other people crack, right? Some people, listen, they crack, they explode, right? Because that bottle up anger is going to find a way out. Some people react in different type of ways. They have a different type of effect on different people. Some people go crazy. Some people learn from the trauma and help other people that going through the trauma. Some people become counselors, right? Some people grow. Some people destruct. They are self-destruct because they got all this pressure built up within them, and they couldn't find nobody that was willing to just listen. You'll crack jokes, right? You'll crack jokes. You can name designer brands you got on, right? But when somebody come at you, right, and their head hung low, they looking like they smiling, but you know, if you know your people, you gonna feel their energy, be like, man, what's up, man? Right? You know something wrong. But guess what? You can't even give them no sound advice, right? Because all you know is the designer and the different shit you got on, but you don't know how to allow them to open up and express themselves so they can release some of that bottled up anger, and they can free some of that negative energy that's been building up in them that they couldn't release no other type of way. So now they might resort to going to do something violent. You never know what they'll do. They might unalive themselves. They might go murk something. You never know what nobody is going through, right? So I'm going to do this all the time with y'all. Listen, this right here, this right here is a case, right? A whole case of Louis V. Cologne for me. I got a whole case. Y'all want something, come get at me. It's a whole case of Louis. Yup. Right? You got the Louis logo on everything, right? I got the Louis bags in here and all that. Tap in. I got it for you. Right? I got it for you. I guarantee you, and I'm going to give you a player deal. I'm going to give you a player deal, player price, right? You're going to have yourself right. I got both men and women, Louis, right? But let me tell you something. Look, I got a case right here. I got a whole lot of cases up over there, too. But let me tell you something. This ain't Louis. This ain't Louis. No, it ain't. You would have thought it was Louis because that's what I told you. I'm going to have a spill for you and everything, and I'll be having a whole lot of shit, right? I'll be having a whole lot of shit. So if I tell you that, just based on me and who I am and my character, individuals though, I'm not going to give them no bullshit, right? I don't deal in knockoffs. Whatever I deal with, if it's some type of designer, it's going to be the real deal. I don't deal with knockoffs. I'm not, nah, that ain't the business I mean. I'm with straight across the board. This the real shit. That's what you're going to get, right? You're going to get your money's worth fucking with me. That's why I ain't shit cheap. But I said that to say this. You seen that box? That box was plain. That's how individuals walk outside with a plain face. All you do is you see them, they might be smiling, but they might be dying inside. Check on your peoples, man. Make sure your peoples are all right. Most importantly, make sure you are. Are you all right? Yeah, I'm talking to you. Whoever is viewing this video right now, I'm talking to you. Are you all right? When you look in that mirror in the morning, brushing your teeth and your tongue and everything and getting yourself prepared for the obstacles of the day, the accomplishments of the day, right? The roadblocks of the day, right? The altercations and interactions of the day. Do you see a person that's okay? Are you okay with who the person you are? Or is there some things you need to address with yourself, right? Because you need to address them things. You need to heal. We need to allow individuals to heal, including ourselves. Have you healed from the things that you went through? Huh? Because if you heal from the things you went through, maybe you can help somebody else heal. Right? Don't always judge a book by its cover. That was the whole purpose of that assignment right there. Me holding up that box telling you what it was. That was a blank box. You ain't know what was up in there. No, you didn't. So when you see a person, don't judge a book by its cover. A person can have be draped down in jewels, flashing money all day long. But what's inside their mind, though? That's what you don't see. That's what they're not showing you. How they feeling mentally. What's in their heart? Are they hurting? Are they broken? Are they really happy? Right? Because people go through things. Right? A prime example is me, myself. Listen, I'm not going to go too deep into it because I told y'all I'm not going to make this a long video because I just want to share some books with y'all. The main purpose of this video is to share some books with y'all. Right? And, I just want to say, damn. I understand that trauma. I've been shot on 3 different occasions. 5 soldier wounds altogether. I've been shot 5 times. I got shot on 3 different occasions. Total amount of soldier wounds, 5 shots, right? I got wrongly convicted and sentenced to 13 years with 85%. Police got mad at me because when they took me to that interrogation room, right, where them people fold at, yeah, a whole lot of you motherfuckers get in that interrogation room. Don't lie. Y'all get up in there and y'all fold up. Y'all fold like a lion, shit. Yeah, in that interrogation room. I got up in that motherfucker and told them when they got to asking me questions about this, about that, who do this, who do that. And I told them, listen, I got some information. The information I go to them is take me back to my cell, man. I'll see y'all in court. And they came up in there with them fabricated stories, right? Exaggerating things, adding things on, lying about this, lying about that. And even though they got caught in lies, I still got sentenced to 13 years with 85% and had to walk off 11 of those, 11 in a couple of months. 11 years and a couple of months straight for a crime I didn't commit. So yeah, I understand trauma. I understand PTSD. I understand these things. And I understand the importance of checking in on your peoples. And more importantly, checking on yourself. Because I had to walk all that off, right? And I had to deal with them wounds, even though I had people right there for me who was feeling that pain. Who had to jump into soldier mode, right? And get cracking, right? To get a motherfucker up off of them besides me. They might have felt me, but they ain't feel the pain that I feel. They ain't feel that same pain. They ain't see what I saw. They ain't see that fire firing off them pistols. They ain't see them racist ass crackers looking down on me like I'm at the motherfucking modern day auction block where they sold me off to a slave plantation, to the modern day slave ship, which is now the jail bus that ships you off to prison, right? They're taking you to the old plantation. They shackling you up, right? Next to another person, right? That's slavery. And then when you get up in there, it's like you picking cotton all over again. Listen, I worked in wastewater management up in there. You know how much I was making? You know how much money? Look it up. I ain't going to tell you. I like to spark things. Listen, I like to put things out there to spark your mental. Look it up. Listen, look up wastewater management and see how much. I'm only a grade 1. I'm a grade 1 wastewater management operator, right? Look it up. See how much they make. But anyway, in there, doing that, that's a dangerous job too. I was only making like 8 cents. I was making 8 cents. So yeah, I know. But yeah, like I said, I'm not going to hold y'all up that long. The main purpose of this video right here was to share these books with y'all. I want to share these books with y'all, man. The main purpose of this video is I want to share some books with y'all. But as I'm sharing these books, I also want y'all to listen to Minister Jamal Bryant, right? Because he got some things to say. If you haven't got a bar of this, you need to get a bar of this, man. So while I'm showing these books, right, sharing these books with y'all, I want y'all to also listen to what this brother got to say, right? And also, when I'm showing these books, I want you to know when you study, don't just study history on the motherfucking surface. Dig into history. When I say dig into history, not just our history, but what can I call them? The colonizers, the enemy, those that hate us, the KKK, whatever you want to call them, because they secret, right? That's why they always got masks on. When you got a mask on, you don't want nobody to see your face, right? These your judges, your politicians, your policemen. These are them people. Don't fight in the dark. Start finding out who they are, right? So if you gotta listen, you gotta do what you gotta do. You gotta handle your candle, right? No surrender, no retreat. You know who you coming at, right? So you gotta study all that too. Don't limit your study. But yeah, man, going back to it. Check on your people, man. And better yet, make sure that you're all right. Are you all right? Are you all right with the person you look at in the mirror each and every morning? When you wake up, do you take that as a blessing? And then do you go out into the world and bless somebody else because you got blessed with another day of living? Right? Check on your people. If it's just sending them a message, send them a text message. Send them something over Instagram, TikTok, whatever the fuck y'all got, Facebook, whatever. Tap in, check in, and make sure your people are all right. And make sure you all right at the same damn time, though. Because if you don't make sure you all right, how can you possibly make sure somebody else all right? If you don't have self-love, how can you give somebody else love? Because that's like this. Listen. If I don't have $1, how can I give you $1? You see how simple that is? So if I don't got self-love, How can I give you love? If I can't love me first, how the hell can I give you some love? How can I love you if I don't love me?
You threaten black people with that we haven't already lived through before. We already couldn't go to your schools. We already couldn't live in your neighborhood. We already couldn't shop in your store. We already had to sit in the back of the bus. We already filled out your jail. We already had our zip codes redlined. We already had our votes suppressed. We already had our families separated. We already had our men profiled. We already had our women objectified. What you think you gonna do new that's gonna be able to intimidate us? Black people got soundtrack music. Yea, though we walk through the valley of the shadow of death, we will fear no evil. It is their master plan to make you live in fear so you don't fight back, so you don't lift up your voice, so you don't kick against the prick. Fear is the only weapon that white supremacy has. What can you threaten black people with that we haven't already lived through before? We already couldn't go to your schools. We already couldn't live in your neighborhood. We already couldn't shop in your store. We already had to sit in the back of the bus. We already filled out your jail. We already had our zip codes redlined. We already had our votes suppressed. We already had our families separated.